In this video, I'll demonstrate how to color grade light western sun using Adobe Lightroom. If you have a photo in mind that you think can be edited in this style, welcome to follow along. You can customize it to your liking and save it as your own preset. In his new movie, you will notice that the color palette is a combination of bright orange and teal. Not much contrast in highlights and shadows really. It's kind of flat, two-dimensional. This style has been consistent throughout his career, from his composition to his color preferences. To achieve this style, there are some key elements we need to focus on. Saturated warm colors with funky hues. Reds tend to be more orange. Blues tend to be more cyan and turquoise. Selecting the right image for editing is always important. Look for blue skies, white objects, preferably all buildings, and subjects that are exposed to the sun. You can match the color tone with indoor shots, but for this tutorial, we'll reference outdoor scenes. I'll be using Lightroom instead of Classic. I like the interface better. It's cleaner and easier to understand. When processing a photo, the first step is usually adjust the exposure. In this particular shot, the sky is properly exposed, but the subject is underexposed. To achieve the desired effect, it's best to separate the two items. To do this, go to Mask and create a sky mask. We can rely on AI to detect and generate a mask for us. Then invert it and name it Subject. Use the mask to adjust the exposure and color for the subject. For the sky, we'll use the color mixer. Pick up the target tool and tap on the image. Slide left and right to change the luminance of the sky. Luminance is brightness of color. Changing brightness affects colors. We can switch to hue. Cyan is on one end of the spectrum and purple is on the other. Work directly on the photo and see the color shifts within the spectrum is a huge bonus. By increasing the luminance, you have a lighter color. By decreasing it, you get a darker result. A toolbar will pop up underneath, allowing you to switch the tabs easily. Create another mask for the road because the tram is in the shade and the ground is exposed to the sun. A linear gradient mask is perfect to cover the ground. Use the tone curves to adjust the color. Add 3 control points to midtones, highlights, and shadows on blue and green channels. Drag the highlights and shadows down a little bit. Increase the saturation to amplify the effect. For the underexposed subject, crank up the shadows and make it less contrasting. It so happens that the passengers are wearing yellow and brown outfits, which match the color palette. It really depends on the colors of your own photo and how to fine-tune them. I'm going to add a little bit more green in highlights and midtones using the tone curves. I'm making some final adjustments to the sky by decreasing the luminance and saturation. It's too vibrant in my opinion. It's hurting my eyes at the moment. To recap, we have made 2 masks. We have enhanced the warm tone of the road, brightened the underexposed cable car, add saturation to yellow and orange, and change the color of the sky using the color mixer. So this is how we do the color grading. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Until next time.